Hey there! So, I have had a couple of videos in the works for a little while now, and some of the videos that I've posted have been a little bit out of order, just because I filmed several videos and then edited them in not the same order that I filmed them. So, I talk about some other videos at the beginning of one or two of them, I think. So some of those may already be posted and some of those may not be. But anyway, so in the meantime, I thought I would do a haul video. So I've been kind of into some antiques lately, some specific antiques, and I was going to show you some of the things that I've gotten. So a couple weekends ago, me and Shane went to the Montgomery Street Antique Mall in Fort Worth. It's a huge place, and apparently it's kind of like several different antique vendors have little booths inside of this place, and it's a really cool setup, but it's just so much to look at. You could not see it all in one day. So anyway, I talked Shane into going with me one day, and I found a whole bunch of stuff I thought was so cute, and I really, really wanted it, but I restrained myself. So anyway, a couple of the things I got were these mason jars. They're the old style mason jars that are turquoise in color. I don't know if you can tell that it's turquoise colored. And they all came with the original lids. So you couldn't use these, maybe you could use the glass, I don't know, for canning, but definitely the lids you couldn't can with them. But anyway, I had seen where somebody had taken several of these and made like a chandelier kind of thing, where these sat up like this and the lights were inside of there, but I also thought maybe I'd drill a hole through the lid right there and hang some lights in it. I don't know. I just thought they were really cool. I think these were about $10 a piece. I don't know what age they are. I'm assuming that they're probably from around the 50s or something. And this one I found was $8. And it's also a mason type jar. It says Atlas Easy Seal Company. And it's one of the ones where it's got like the wire that you pop up and down to lock in place. It doesn't seat right anymore, or I'm assuming there's a rubber gasket that's missing on here. So you just lift up and that comes down. So it's just got the glass lid, and again I'm assuming that there's a rubber gasket that goes around right here. But I just really liked it because it was all rusted. The little metal part was all rusted, and I thought maybe I could store some buttons and stuff in there. The video that I did for the letter, like the last name monogram and buttons, those were vintage buttons that I ordered off of Etsy. So those are my glass jars. And I found this cute little egg basket. So they all lay flat like this, and then they expand up. Let's see. There we go. So, like if you were going out to your chicken coop picking eggs out of the nests, you would put them in here. But I thought, hang it upside down, and it's a cute little light bulb shade or something like that. So, anyway, I just thought it was cute because it was, the pattern in it's really cool. They had another one that was brass, but it was not as ornate as this one, and I'm sure that this had been spray painted at one point, but I kind of liked the way that the paint was chipping off of it. So I can't remember, I think this was like maybe $15. I don't know. I think a lot of the stuff is probably overpriced, and they didn't want to negotiate on their prices. So since I'm not a huge haggler or bargain hunter, I really should be. I just went ahead and paid it. Let's see, what else did I get there? Okay, so I'm going to show two other things that I got on a shop on Etsy that are related to this last item that I bought. So, for think my mom's birthday, I found these really cute vintage fishing floats on an Etsy shop called Lightning in a Wormhole, I think. I'll make a note of it in the down bar, the seller on Etsy. But anyway, so apparently a lot of these vintage fishing floats are, they're glass floats like this. This one was made out of a vintage beer bottle. Had never been used. The seller had gotten hold of a whole case of these that had never been used. So this is brown, made out of a beer bottle. They just closed off the neck, so it was originally a round beer bottle. This one is a cobalt blue one, and I went ahead and, because what I wanted to do was hang these, so I went ahead and found online how to make a fishing net, and I kind of made one small enough to fit around this one, so I plan to do the same thing with the beer bottle and hang it from something eventually. So at this antique mall they had some that were huge, and they were 12-inch floats. So here it is, and it's a really cool color green. It's really big next to my head. And the reason I really like this one is, well, the rope is original, but I really liked these barnacle scars. I'm assuming that that's where a barnacle had attached or something. I'm not exactly sure, but they had two of these that had these little scars on it, and I thought they were so cute, so I went ahead and got them. And I gave one to my mom and dad, and I think I already said it, but it had the original rope. So what they would do is they would hang nets from these, and they would have these, actually it would have floated upside down like this in the water with the miles of net hanging off of it. I think I read somewhere that they could have several miles of net hanging from these floats. And apparently the way it worked was that these floats would eventually break off or whatever, and over time they would just float out in the ocean, and now they're just sort of washing up on banks. In certain parts of the world they're washing up on the beaches and stuff like that. So I got one for my mom that was from World War II, that it was definitely from, they could age it back to I think the Daiichi glass manufacturing company from World War II era, and I just thought that was really cool because my grandfather was in World War II. So anyway, a lot of them are not vintage. Some of them, like these colors like this, oh, not vintage, but they are not used. Like something like this color was probably for just art in someone's home or in their home pond or something like that. So it may be vintage, but it wasn't used as a fishing float. They were decorative items as well. Something like this would have been used as a fishing float, but this one, this case of them, never got used. So anyway, I just think they're really cool. So I'm going to hang them from the ceiling somehow. The last vintage, or last category of vintage things was keys. So I found a picture, let me pull it up on my phone, of a project that used vintage keys to make a, there we go, to make a key-shaped art piece out of keys. This is something similar, but it's made with just odds and ends. So I can't find the picture I found online that was made with the keys, but I ordered a whole bunch of keys and I kind of laid them out into a general shape that I liked. I still need to clean up some of the keys. But anyway, when it's all done, it's going to look something like that, and it's going to be hung up and framed and all that good stuff. So, and also, while I was re-hunting for that picture, I've got it somewhere on my computer, but I can't find the website where I got the picture. I ran across this cute little necklace that was made with a skeleton key. So I ordered a bunch of skeleton keys off of eBay, and I ordered from 2 or 3 different sellers, but I got a whole bunch of old keys. Now these are not difficult to find. Apparently up to the 50s skeleton keys were used in most homes, so they're not difficult to find, but some places will charge you a lot for them, like the little vintage or the antique mall that I was talking about. They had them, but they were about $3 to $5 per key, and I think I've probably got about 100 keys here, and I didn't pay any more than $1 for any of these keys. All the stuff that I'm going to show that I ordered off of Etsy, I think I paid, or not Etsy, but eBay, I paid $80 including shipping to get all of that. So that bag of keys included some keys like the clock winding keys, some of the flat, oddly shaped keys, and actual skeleton keys, or what you would think of as skeleton keys. Let's see, there we go. And then also barrel keys. I've got a couple of little bitty barrel keys, and they're called barrel keys because they're hollow on the inside. So some of them are decorative topped like this one, and some of them are just plain. I'll probably order some more just to get a different variety of things, but one of the sets of keys that I ordered came with this little vintage lock, and my dad said it's called a Slaymaker brand, and my dad said this is an old bike lock key, or bike lock. It's got the key that comes with it, and it works. Let's see, it goes this way, and you can see it's not like it's not like modern locks where it's got like a dip in right there, so I don't know if that was something that more modern locks would have, or since it was only made to protect bicycles, they didn't need to make these to higher standards. I don't know, but I just thought it was cool anyway, and it came with one of the sets of vintage skeleton keys that I bought, so I may put this in a frame as well, just you know, just in the frame. You see a lot of that lately. And the last thing is, when I was looking for these vintage keys, I just stumbled across a whole door lock mechanism, and it was in working order, and it came with everything. It came with the hardware, the screws, and everything. So it's got the faceplate for the, you know, the skeleton key. It's got the faceplate for the front and back of the door. It's got these really cool black glass door handles, and if you look at it in the right light, you can see that it's either the glass glazing or the porcelain underneath that's cracked, so it's got that really cool spider web effect to it. I don't know if you can see it there, but it's black, and it's kind of got like a little pearlescent sheen on it. Kind of looks like a little oil slick, kind of. But I thought that was really cool. And this is the lock mechanism. This is where the door handle, you put the door handle through there and it opens and shuts. And then it's got the key for the deadbolt part to come out. But anyway, all this works, and I just thought that was the coolest thing. I don't know what I'm going to use it for, but it was only like $15, so I went ahead and bought it. I'll probably put it into some altered art piece or something like that. I don't know. But anyway, so that's my vintage antique haul. So anyway, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye. Hey there. So I went back to the antique mall in Fort Worth, and I got a few more things. I got some more of the fishing floats, and these are the decorative ones. They weren't actually used as real fishing floats. So I got one that's orange, and a very cool red one, and a blue one, a dark cobalt blue one. This one's really heavy for some reason. They're all about the same size. They're about 10 inches, and you can see that the twine on here, I don't know if you can see it, it used to be probably red, and it has faded, so the other two are a little more faded than the one on the blue one. But like I said before, these ones, the brightly colored ones, were created just for decorative use, so they weren't actually used as fishing floats on long line fishing nets. So these ones don't look like they've ever been outside. They just have some fading, probably, you know, from the sun or whatever, so they were probably inside. But anyway, I think I'm going to just hang these. I don't know where or how, but I really liked them, so I went ahead and got them. The other thing that I bought there at the antique mall was this little photograph. It's of a little baby in a stroller. This is one of those tintype photographs, so you can see the back of it. It's tintype. It's a metal plate with the photographic colloid overlaid on it, and this tintype, or I think it's also called ferrotype, was used from about the 1850s to about the 1940s. I don't know the age of this photograph or the history of it, but I always feel sad for the people in the photographs. You know, when you go to the antique malls or you see them, these old photographs, you know they're somebody's family, but nobody knew who they were, so they gave away the photographs to be sold, or they, you know, showed up in an estate sale or something like that. So I always feel sad for the people in the photographs, and I want to, you know, I want to take them home and love them. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to put it into my junk journal that I just started, and I may show that later when it gets a little more fleshed out, but right now it's just a decorated journal cover with some scrapbook pages in it that I haven't put anything on. But anyway, so I also bought some more keys. I only got 2 more keys, the skeleton keys, and I wanted some bigger pieces in the little art piece that I'm going to make with the smaller keys. So I've got this key. I think this is probably about 9 inches long, and I believe that this was an old gate key. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Right there you can see where it was used, you know, being put in and out of the lock. You can see the wear on it, and so I think that one is old, I don't know, iron gate key. It's got a stamp on the handle part that says SC, but there's nothing else there to date it, and I don't know anything about skeleton keys, so I don't know dating. I also got this one. It's a brass one. It's about 5 inches long, and it also has the wear marks on it that you can see from where it was used. This side's a little bit more. Yeah, you can see it kind of right there. And then I got this. I just kind of like the shape of the head of the key. It's not an actual skeleton key, it's just a decorative piece, and I don't even know if it's old or not. Probably not. It's got 2 little holes drilled in it, so it was meant to be like screwed onto a wall or something like that, but I just thought it was really cool. I liked this part of it. Kind of reminded me of clover. I don't think it's very old because it looks like it's been drilled out and not punched out because of the metal burrs on the side, so, you know. Anyway, I just thought it was kind of cool. So that's all I've got right now, and if I get any more goodies, I'll post it. So, bye!